55 crashes in 1 year, 179 lives lost. Why has Boeing, once the gold standard of aviation, become a safety concern? This truth might protect your next flight. Let's talk numbers, no rumors, just facts. According to the Aviation Safety Network, in 2024 alone, Boeing accounted for 55 out of the world's 190 flight accidents, nearly 30%. That's more than double Airbus's 25 crashes in the same period. Among Boeing's incidents, the 737 series tops the list with 25 accidents, accounting for 45% of its total mishaps. Imagine sitting on a plane, trusting it with your life, only to learn its manufacturer cut corners on safety. For frequent flyers, business travelers, or anyone who has ever boarded a jet, this isn't just news, it's a matter of life and death. The worst tragedies weren't accidents, they were avoidable. Let's take Lion Air Flight 610 in 2018. Just 2 minutes after takeoff, the nose of the Boeing 737 MAX began plunging violently. The pilots fought for 13 minutes, pulling the control column with more than 90 pounds of force, but the plane kept diving. Why? A faulty sensor triggered the MCAS system, a flawed autopilot feature Boeing never properly tested. The pilots had no training on MCAS, and Boeing's safety manual didn't even mention it. What's more, the same problem happened on the same plane the day before, only an off-duty pilot saved it by disabling the system. But Boeing ignored the warning. 5 months later, Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 crashed the same way. 157 people died, including 35 nationalities. The black box revealed the exact same horror: a faulty angle of attack sensor, MCAS going rogue, and pilots left in the dark. These 2 crashes alone killed 346 people. Investigations proved if just one of 9 critical mistakes was fixed, better design, proper training, or basic sensor testing, none of this would have happened. So, why did Boeing fall so far? Let's peel back the layers. This isn't just bad luck. It's a collapse of culture, greed, and accountability. First, extreme cost-cutting. After merging with McDonnell Douglas, Boeing's leadership shifted from engineer-driven to profit-driven. To compete with Airbus's A320neo, Boeing rushed the 737 MAX into production, skipping safety checks and slashing R&D budgets. They outsourced 70% of production to over 600 suppliers worldwide, including critical software like MCAS, to overseas teams with little oversight. Former employees testified defective parts were reused to save time, and one in for oxygen masks didn't work in emergencies. Second, broken quality control. In 2024, the FAA uncovered hundreds of quality violations at Boeing's Renton factory and its supplier Spirit Aero Systems. Workers were pressured to approve unairworthy planes to meet delivery deadlines. One employee reported a faulty aircraft, but Boeing forced them to sign off anyway. A former quality manager who blew the whistle on these issues was found dead in his truck days before testifying, ruled an unexpected death, but many questions surrounded the circumstances. Third, regulatory failure. The FAA, supposed to police Boeing, delegated most safety checks to Boeing's own employees. It's like letting a student grade their own exam. FAA engineers later admitted they didn't even understand the MCAS system when approving the 737 MAX's airworthiness certificate. This isn't just a company's mistake, it's a system that prioritized profits over lives. As one aviation expert put it, Boeing didn't just build faulty planes, they built a faulty culture. Now, the critical question: how can you stay safe when flying? Here are 4 evidence-based tips backed by aviation experts. 1. Check the aircraft model. Avoid the Boeing 737 MAX if possible while it's been reauthorized. Its safety record speaks for itself. Use apps like FlightAware to see your plane's model before booking. 2. Research the airline's safety rating. Organizations like AirlineRatings.com rate carriers on accident history, fleet age, and regulatory compliance. Look for 7 or more stars. Avoid airlines with 3 stars or less. 3. Pay attention to pre-flight safety briefings. Yes, they're boring, but 80% of survivors say knowing emergency exits and oxygen mask use saved their lives. On Boeing planes, locate the nearest exit, count the rows, and check if the oxygen mask compartment is sealed. 4. Trust your instincts. If you notice unusual noises, loose parts, or crew members acting concerned, speak up. In 2024, a passenger reported a loose panel on a Boeing flight, and the plane was grounded before takeoff, preventing a potential disaster. Remember, aviation is still the safest way to travel, but only if manufacturers and regulators do their jobs. Your awareness could be your best defense. 55 crashes, 179 deaths. These aren't just numbers. They're parents, children, friends who trusted Boeing with their lives. The truth is, safety shouldn't be a luxury, it's a right. Share this video with someone who flies. Let's hold manufacturers accountable. And next time you board a plane, remember, your life deserves more than cost-cutting and cover-ups.